On a better note, on the Ryan Garcia fight, I kept telling people he can punch, he throws the jab and hooks off it. And Devin Haney just is not durable enough. This kid hits too hard, he's fast. He's got to settle down, Ryan.
The biggest names in Hollywood have come to give their reactions on the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, and how merciless Ryan Garcia handled the champion.
See you, Devin Haney. Now, I know the hood want to be mad at Devin Haney, but I'm sorry, we cannot be mad at Devin Haney. Devin Haney put on a hell of a performance last night. He showed grit, he showed heart.
Okay. Devin is kind of filled out. He's punching harder. He's an excellent boxer, excellent.
The match indeed played out as many had envisioned, as its echoes have now gone beyond boxing into Hollywood and the music industry. Ryan Garcia's match against Devin Haney, where he won by majority decision a few days ago, was really one of the biggest matches of the year, and that is said with full consideration of the fact that we're just in April and the year still has some very big matches to come, like the Canelo Alvarez versus Jamie Munguia fight and the big one between Tyson Fury and Usyk, all in the month of May. However, these other big matches take nothing away from the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight, as the metric for success goes beyond the pay-per-view records, but down to the build-up, the heated exchanges, the face-offs, and even the fight itself. The fight promised to be one to look out for, and it surely was one of the best 12-round fights in recent times, as the World Boxing Council super lightweight champion Devin Haney was dropped a total of 6 times during the match. Well, to his luck, 3 of them were deemed slips, while only the other 3 were knockdowns. But aside from the match, the face-offs were intriguing as well. They featured shoves from both fighters, a $15 million bet, an alcoholic demonstration in a presser, the leakage of an old sparring footage, shocking confessions and allegations, family involvement, and most shockingly, death threats. And to prove how much of a viral event this was, the celebrations and trolls got off the shores of boxing with immediate effect, with athletes from other sports like basketball and mixed martial arts soon getting involved.
Disrespected boxing, he didn't disrespect the people, he didn't disrespect the sport, and if he dies, he dies. Just like Drago said, this ain't no game. I'm sending my son to go kill him.
Haney Pat, Haney Pat, yeah, yeah, Haney Pat, yo, Bill, where you at, Bill? Yeah, Bill, you looking like Bill Cosby tonight.
Come on. But what was most striking through it all was the involvement of the top celebrities in Hollywood and the pop industry in a moment that remains the best and biggest moment of Ryan Garcia's career. Frank Stallone, the younger brother of actor Sylvester Stallone, was one of those Hollywood celebrities that picked keen interest in the fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. He's also an actor and musician who has written music for Sylvester's movies. Talking about the match between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, he said,
Working that jab. If he works the jab, then you can hook off the jab. The thing is, you can't leap in sometimes. You do that.
This came after he had earlier revealed his pick for the fight that happened on April 20th between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. In his prediction, Frank Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's younger brother, did not simply make his pick. He went at length to explain who has the upper hand against the other in the big fight coming up for Stallone. It was an interesting undertaking to seeing Ryan, a natural boxer, go against a technical fighter like Haney. Based on this premise, he believed the fight would be as nail-biting as it could get. On his Instagram, in a video, the actor and musician recalled, "Now, Ryan is fighting at 140, where he had to starve down to fight Tank, which does drain you. Devin is kind of filled out, he's punching harder. He's an excellent boxer, excellent hand speed, all that stuff." Explaining why Ryan Garcia too is in his prime, he explained Ryan is a devastating puncher. If he catches you clean, he can to the body or to the head, you can go. I mean, there is no joke about that.
Is kind of filled out, he's punching harder, he's an excellent boxer, excellent hand speed, all that stuff. He has everything going for him. Ryan is a devastating puncher. If he catches you clean.
This fight was Garcia's biggest one since his Gervon Davis fight of last April, in which he registered his career's first loss for Haney. It came after he grew into the fame of being a 2-division champion accorded to him. After defeating Regis Prograis in December, however, Despite appreciating Ryan Garcia's prowess as a boxer, he did not see him as a better fighter than the Dream. He reflected, "Do I think he has the boxing skills of Haney? No, but Julian Jackson did not have the skills of Terry Norris, and he dislocated his head almost, but you got a guy who's a dynamite puncher. Ryan's got fast hands. His right hand is suspect. I would believe he can punch with both hands." Discussing the legendary Julian younger brother, mentioned the fighter's 1989 victory over Terry Norris in a WBA junior middleweight title defense. Norris, however, put up a valiant effort that night, pushing Jackson to the limit. "I think it's a better fight than Usyk and Fury. I think you got two young guys in their prime, boxer puncher and pure natural puncher," concluded Frank Stallone. And Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk was fixed for about a month after Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia on May 18th, a fight that will give the heavyweight division its first undisputed champion of the four-belt era. In Frank Stallone's post on Instagram, he added the caption, "Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney is a potentially great fight, two guys in their prime. With the World Boxing Council belt on the line, power goes to Ryan, boxing skill goes to Devin. All fighters can punch, but at different levels. For instance, a guy that's not a great puncher can catch a guy coming in using the other fighter's momentum against himself. Ryan, on the other hand, can get you out with one shot going forwards or backwards. This could be a potential Gaddy versus Ward. That is what makes the sport interesting. Anything can happen." Moving on, former member of Houston rap group Most Heard and famous American rapper Saucy Walka also gave his comments after the fight. He seemed to be a hardcore boxing fan, as his comments included deep analysis of the bout, well, not without some trolls for Bill and Devin Haney. In a video he posted, he said, "Ryan Garcia, D and Haney. Now, I know the hood wants to be mad at Devin Haney, but I'm sorry, we cannot be mad at Devin Haney. Put on a hell performance last night. He showed grit, he showed heart, he showed perseverance and the willpower to never give up, no matter how many times you get knocked down. And as a boxer, as a fighter, you have to respect that he got in the ring and put his life in the line. All of it. Who we can be messed up with, though, is Bill Haney. Bill, you messed up with the spill. You came out there like Don King, and you did not produce a done thing. I understand that you are Devin Haney's father, but it might be time for Devin to pick up a new trainer so he can get extra skills set and extra alternative boxing strategies to use when presented with different fights, with different styles of fights. Cause as we all know, in boxing, styles make fights." He then continued, "And you just think, Ryan, you just sent Devin Haney up in a professional championship boxing match at 140, where he still ain't comfortable at weight, fighting amateur boxing style for points, while Ryan Garcia came up drunk, full of tea, ready to have a crazy fight. He didn't come here for a boxing match. He came for a brawl. He came here to whoop him. He came to throw punches. He ain't come to score, to get the better scores on the scoreboard and get more points and fight strategically." He added, "He came to win, and I feel that the problem with Ryan, with Devin Haney last night, was that he was not letting go with his hands, and he was depending too much on IQ instead of raw aggression." In response to, surprisingly, Bill Haney was ready for his naysayers, as he soon showed up in an Instagram live session to come back at Saucy Walla, responding to Waka. He said, "And particularly Sauce, the real thing, unprompted my son from amateurs to where he is, and you know, and I've been his trainer, and he's a boss, and he makes the decisions on who he hires and who fires, and I respect every decision that he makes, but to say I did good business with those individuals that you might have been talking about, that you were praising, Eddie Hearn and Oscar, well, they just called me and told me what a great event we had together. I think, you know, you're trying to pop it and our culture and pop it for our culture. And to somebody in this boxing business, man, you might have been speaking too fast, or the people might have been listening too slow, so that's for you, the message to you." Also, Charleston White is a Dallas-based activist personality and musician who uses his platform to speak out against the criminal element and the impoverished conditions. Was next on the line, and he seemed to take the match beyond the horizon of boxing and took it as a fight between the two Abrahamic religions, Christianity and Islam. He started, "Well, I told y'all that Jesus wins all the time. Last night was a spiritual battle and warfare. Muslims, listen, let me tell you all about you black Muslims. You all are to me and hateful, and y'all won't blow up a thing. That's why I will not follow the black Muslims. They ain't got no suicide bombers. That's the problem. Y'all got nobody that'll blow up or steal a plane or even know how to fly a plane. Now that, listen, I was with Ryan Garcia eating potato chips 30 days before the fight. The boy drank a beer the night before the fight. All that fasting Ramadan stuff and walking around the building didn't help that guy. You got to eat pork and meat and stuff before a fight. All that fasting stuff. Listen, Ryan Garcia is way tougher than Diddy Haney. You know why? Cause he hasn't fought Tank. Until Haney fights Tank, Haney can't whoop nobody but who they pick for him to whoop, and his daddy needs to sit his ass down. If your boy's tough, let him be tough. Stop always jumping in front of your son talking for him. Let the boy be tough. But he's a weak boy, ain't no tough guy. Tank grew up in the project with no daddy, man. It's hard to beat a man like Tank, my guy. And you got all the love and support, ma. Like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. Until next time, peace out.